She asked for education and they sent me instead. So let's go. I have a couple extra ones here. If anybody wants to play along, anybody, any volunteers would like to.
I'll play with it.
Colostomy bags at 6:30 in the morning. Anybody else? I'll set these here by the donuts if anyone gets excited.
Yeah, we're gonna do.
So yeah, so basically, first of all, the clamp still is available from Holister. We had switched them on the floor because that's what the inpatient WOCN team wanted. And I guess it trickled down here and you guys weren't quite sure with what you were dealing with. So it's what's called our lock and roll. So what's been the major issue with, is it when you drain them or is that when the problem happens? So first of all, to close it, if you didn't know, it's just one under, two backwards, and then down on top. To help you get, this is a trick a nurse showed me when I started at Holister, to get this to open up a little easier, before you put this on or do anything with it, if you pinch it a couple times in the middle, it'll get you a nice, easier way to help drain, so it'll pop open if you pull the back there a little bit. So with the Velcro being up here, how was it just, I'm confused how it was getting all over the, if anybody wants to enlighten me on how it was getting all over here, I don't. It wouldn't shut. How did I mean, was it going under, back
My
twice?
daily task.
Because it would not shut. So it wouldn't clamp on top?
Velcro would not shut back.
Huh.
So what Amy is saying is that when she went to empty this bag,
No, it came out to us open.
oh, the bag
And it
came
was a
out
brand new
open,
bag.
and then it started draining in the bag, and they couldn't get it shut back.
Opened and it was coming out of the top, out of the seal. It was leaking out of the top. It was leaking out of the bottom. When we went to close it back up, the Velcro would not shut back together. We re-cleaned the Velcro thinking that it was obviously covered and its integrity was defiled, for lack of a better word. We cleaned it well, trying to get the Velcro to seal back on itself. Yeah, that didn't happen. We gave up and we're like, where is our plastic clamp that's been here since the dawn of creation?
Right, right.
Because the clamp does not fail us. The Velcro obviously did.
Well, I've never had.
And the patient was mortified because here he came out with this brand new fresh colostomy, and all he can hear is his guts bubbling, and every time he bubbled, this huge river of liquid poop came bubbling out his side, which we couldn't, I mean, it was demoralizing for him, because literally this liquid river came bubbling out his side.
Right.
He had liquid poop coming out all over him. We couldn't do anything to stop it because the bag failed. The system failed.
He thinks this is his new life.
Yeah,
Right,
and that's
no.
what he was exactly thinking. He was like, yay, here I had to go and have a colostomy done. Welcome to this.
No, I understand
And
patient.
he's waking up from surgery covered in a bed full of liquid stool,
Right.
and here we are trying to do this, and it just continues to pour out of him.
Yeah.
He's like, yay, and then he's like waking up mortified, and he's like, oh my gosh, I'm bubbling again, because he knows what that means.
Right.
So now he's thinking, every time I bubble, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be blowing off this colostomy.
And did that happen every time with another bag?
Yes.
Okay.
So until we went and found another one in the back, which was the good old test to try and true with the plastic clamp.
Was it an ileostomy with that much
No,
liquid coming
it
out?
was a colostomy.
It was a colostomy? It was producing that much liquid?
backed up, unfortunately.
Okay.
And when it started flowing, honey, it was literally a river of liquid shit. It was so bad. I felt awful for the poor man.
Right, right. No, I understand that's.
You know, and his wife was making jokes about it because he was down here for a really long time because we were cleaning and cleaning and cleaning, but, you know.
And obviously patient confidence is not, that's not a good way to start off, what
No,
you said. For
that is
life.
not, because this was not something that he wanted to begin with.
Sure,
He
sure.
was not a fan of having to have a colostomy, and this was not something that he was gonna probably be able to have
Right.
converted back.
Thank you, Amy, for your input. So tell us how to fix it.
It was bad.
Well, I've never heard one blow completely off like that. I mean, I will say there is, I mean, with that much liquid coming out, you'd think it'd be a high output ileostomy situation.
No,
but
it was not, it was a colostomy.
Yeah. In that type of situation, I would get another bag. I mean, it sounds like there was some kind of, you said that it was with repeated changes, the same thing kept happening. The clamp still is available. It's not like it went away from Holister. Like you said, we could get clamps in the OR if you want to have some down here as well, just for a backup if something does happen. It's not a one and done switch out. Those are gone forever. We still make them. So, I mean, it can still be available to y'all if you need to keep them. But the floors, they like this a little bit better. So, I mean, we can do a combination of both things. Fortunately with ostomy, there's never a magic bullet, and this is always going to work 100% of the time. In terms of getting it, that's just a unique situation from what I've heard. I've been doing this 6 years, and I've never heard that one. I understand. Yeah,
It was really, really bad for him.
And I'm sorry you had to deal with it. He had to deal
I'm
with
so
it.
sorry, but we're gonna fix this for you.
right. Okay, well, if you have anything where it explodes like that, you might want to go back to the clamp. It should be available. We can do that, right, Donna? Have
Yep.
a couple of both in there.
Yeah, I was about to say, if we can have like just some clamps available, so if that happens again, that would be fantastic.
Yeah, I don't know if you can actually clamp one of these, but I mean, I can get you just clamps too to keep around if need be. I mean, that's not a big deal. Those are a piece of plastic. Those are freebies, so it's not a big deal. But like I said, the pouch itself, if you're dealing with just the lock and roll, it's just one under, two back, and then just seal it down like that. So it should hold most of the time, except unless that was some sort of, I'm just kind of flabbergasted by that. Any other questions? It should work in principle is the same as the clamp, just closes a little differently. And these closures are actually changing by the end of the year. It's going to be more like a change purse
Okay.
that pops open, and that won't be any sort of different order number or anything. It's
Just an
gonna,
easier open.
Yeah, it's going to be an easier opening. Those will just show up one day like that. I'm not sure exactly
Awesome.
why. So,
Does anybody have any other questions for Tony?
Ruth?
Is there a cost difference on the clamp versus Velcro?
none at all. Yep. None at all. So it's the exact same price.